Ladies and gentlemen, here it is, the most listened to.
You know what it is? Skirt. Welcome aboard, everybody, to the wrap up. Nope.
Damn, this nigga already getting it wrong.
Fuck, I fucked it up. Fucked it up. Touchdown. Episode 1 fucked it up.
Yeah,
But we keep it moving, man. It is the Wraparound Podcast with myself, your host, MarazA, at MarazA MC on Twitter. And I am joined by M2Kan3 and August Child. Alana, it is what it is. M2Kan3, what's up, bro?
What's up, bro? You nice? I'm good.
Yeah.
Y'all niggas good? Y'all niggas nice? Feeling good?
We all right. We all right.
Living.
No way.
What's good, Child?
I'm chilling, my nigga. I'm living. I just got me a haircut today. I feel
looking
pretty. Oh my.
Why are you gay?
Man.
The Wraparound Podcast. Every single Tuesday, we're still gonna decide on a time.
My papa.
Relax. Calm
My papa.
down.
Jesus Christ,
Oh,
this episode 1 is not even
we
done.
just
You're not
walked
even.
in the door.
You don't even know if it's good.
I mean,
or
come
not.
on.
Wraparound Podcast every single Tuesday, where myself, M2Kan3 and August Child wrap our hip hop heads around daily life and issues that touch me, myself, and I is all I care about. I'm kidding, all of us. Right? So just make sure you tuned in. The first of many episodes of a very intriguing show where we're just going to be talking to about around 4 and as well as with you via our various social media platforms, including the Wraparound Podcast on Twitter and on Instagram, just sharing and dropping knowledge from a young black perspective, but also with a twist and a hint of hip-hop hitness.
Yes, what's up?
Introduce yourself to anyone who doesn't know who M2Kan3 is.
Yo, what's up? My name is M2Kan3. I am a very decorated...
All right, thanks. Next. What's up?
Hey, yo. Swiftly moving along.
No, nigga. What's up, Kane? Talk to him.
That was legit. Yeah, it was. Huh?
Is that how you feel, my nigga? That's how I feel? Like, I be coming through, you know? Like, I had my suit on, dog. My Barack Obama voice.
I am
This
a
nigga
very
shut me
dedicated
down real quick, dog. Like, what?
I hate men who have a man's voice. Because I don't.
This nigga out here sounded like a squirrel. Tell me off. Nigga, what the fuck, bro? Come on, my nigga. Come on. Yeah, I'm M2Kan3. As Raza said, not much to say. Y'all look and find out the rest. You know, I'm an artist myself, just like him. Just like many dudes, just like August Child. You know, so we will be rapping, as he said, our heads around hip-hop topics and everyday life, you know? Anything that needs to be deciphered, bisected. We're going to get into that.
We all over that bag.
What's up?
Screw.
Y'all nice?
I'm living, my nigga.
August
Yeah.
Child,
We
talk
out
to
here.
him.
My name is August Child. Not July Child, not September Child, not October Child. Please don't come at me with that joke. It's old. Everybody says that thing.
Nigga be
August
rapping
Child.
them.
Yeah.
But November's fine.
November.
Didn't
Hey,
mention
none of them.
November. You didn't mention it.
Yeah, none of them is fine.
August Child in the building.
Yo.
That was legit.
I'm a musician just like these guys are. Yeah, singer-songwriter. It's August Child SA on Twitter, Instagram, yeah, and all socials. We're in the building. It's about to
We're
get
in the
lit.
building. I forgot to give them my social, so it's M2Kan3.
Yeah.
Replace the E with the 3. Because that's how it be in this me.
Issue. But now it's a way and it's free.
No Nintendo.
Nigga, we on our toes today. Do not test the pen, my nigga, or the mind.
We're on our toes, aka TP.
You know?
So Minage, I'm here with rappers and they're dropping bars and I'm looking at them like, okay, it's fine, eh?
You're catching scars.
Okay.
You're here with
It's okay.
rappers who are dropping bars and you're getting hair to catching scars under
Okay,
the
that's enough.
stars.
That's enough. Let's move on.
And this
to
thing
the
Okay,
Those
business.
are-
okay.
You know?
All right, now, lesson of the week, okay? I drive cars straight to Mars.
I hope you crash in Mars, nigga.
This guy.
Alright. Every single episode, we're going to be sharing with you guys our lessons of the week, and I'm going to set it off on the left with August Child. What is your lesson of the week? What did you learn this week?
When you are doing a music video shoot, do not go there not having cut your hair. If you know you have serious problems like myself, where certain regions of your head experience a lack in growth of hair, you know? And you have friends who are gonna laugh at you when you are being forced to remove your cap and publicly shame yourself when you're being cut in front of national television. You know what I'm saying? That's my lesson of the week. Get better friends.
Now you be killing them, my nigga. You look fresh though, bro. On your Fargo, on your T-lanes.
Fargo. These niggas
What's that?
Stop.
Okay, what's your lesson of the week?
My lesson for the week is don't trust women, y'all. Don't.
Nah,
Don't do that.
Don't.
do that to yourself, bro.
Oh, yeah?
Nah, don't find yourself in that situation, man.
Don't be trusting.
Nah, don't trust them. Whatever they say, they're lying.
yeah, whatever they say, they lie, ne?
Everything's a joke. It's a lie. It's a joke.
Excuse me.
Ah, shame.
Why do y'all assume that something happened to me? Like, I don't understand. I just learned a lesson. Doesn't mean that, something bad happened to me. It could have been someone else. I could have learned from someone else. It doesn't necessarily need to be me.
The first stage of healing is acceptance.
Why are you gay? Why are you gay?
Like, where do I even begin deciphering such a question? Because now, if I begin answering, then I am admitting inadvertently that that I am a homosexual.
What's that?
This nigga's really.
Should
really,
I call you mister?
Nah, I'm good. I'm good, bro. I'm good. Nah, get in your bag, nigga. Get in your bag. All right, I'll let you get your shit off.
Deep
Though.
inside that bag.
Oh, shit.
Well, look, I read a joke once, and it went something like, if it bleeds once a month and does not die,
Hey. Yeah.
That was legit.
Yo, disclaimer. I do not share the opinions. I do not share. Just thing I
the
shouldn't.
views expressed by M2Kan on the Wraparound podcast do not necessarily express the views of everyone on the show. Terms and conditions apply.
Y'all still love y'all ladies out here. I'm out here, bro.
I don't support that statement fully. I don't support it. Next thing, my wife watches the show, and after watching the show, she's coming into the studio while I'm working, and all I'm gonna hear is,
And his name is John C.
F you, nigga.
That was legitness. Yeah, it was. Huh?
Brother.
my lesson of the week.
Yes, sir.
Do unto others as you would like done unto you.
Clean.
But just because you've done right for others does not mean they will do right for you. Okay? So, moral of the story, be a good human being. But don't do it because you think it's going to make other human beings be good to you. The best thing you can do is the best things you can do in life are the things you do to satisfy yourself. Right? And I'm talking about positive things.
Of course.
So if you are helping someone, the best reason for you to help that person is because helping them will make you happy. Not because helping them will mean they now owe you one and you can call on them one day. Because niggas will never, ever act exactly the way you do towards them or you think good human beings should. Let's just get that out of the way.
And Flex needs to drop a bomb on that one. Flex needs to drop a bomb on that one.
What's that?
Yeah.
So today on the Wraparound podcast, this week actually, we're dealing with an overarching topic of bullies.
Yeah.
And listen, mama, no baba lapho nihleli emakhaya, all right, man and wife, you're saying, oh, these three cute boys are talking about bullying. Vuyelwa, khawuzapha bazothatha ngebullying. First of all, to your husband, she just called us cute.
That's it. Alarm.
Oh, yeah.
Second of
That's a
all,
red flag.
Second of all,
massive one.
it's
I
a
don't mind,
massive red flag. She might just have a massive Ben 10 Chandi deep in her. in your real estate, there might be young niggas running around in your real estate.
Oh!
So, We're not talking about high school bullies. We're talking about bullies in the adult sense.
Yeah.
Bullies in hip hop, bullies in
Yeah.
politics, bullies in the world today. Just overall bullies, even situations that can become bullies.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to start off with one of the biggest stories of bullying on the planet right now,
Mm-hmm.
at least in my perspective. America versus Huawei.
Interesting.
What's that?
What's going on there, man?
Yo.
What is going on? This guy is quite clued up on those things. Child, break this down.
So yeah, this is what's going on. You guys know about 4G, right? So there's gonna be another technological revolution. It's gonna be called
Wait,
5G.
we know about what?
4G.
What's that?
4G is the ability to upload or download information via your smartphone, computer, or whatever. It's basically internet connection. LTE, and now we have 4G. So that's what it is.
Yeah.
So China has been working on 5G technology, and at this current point in time, they are far ahead than any nation in the world in that technology. Ilokuzan, a couple of years ago, America won the 4G race, and that
So the 4G race was basically, trying to see who would be first
of course,
to put together a working 4G infrastructure.
of course.
So it's kind of like the space race that they had, and it was the space race. It was America versus Russia, right?
Yeah, America.
Yeah.
And then they had a studio.
So now, what
Yeah.
incentive is there?
And then America was just like, God damn it, we're losing. Yes. All right, let's just say we went.
Camera crew. Who's gonna say they didn't
Who's
go?
gonna
Who's
say
ever
no?
been to the moon?
All right,
Is it capping? Americans capping?
fellow Americans.
Yo,
Is it capping?
Fellow Americans, we're pleased to announce that the lunar mission has been a success. Lance Armstrong has taken his Tour de France all the way to the moon. We are the first to stick an American flag on the foreign land,
Ban Ki-moon.
extraterrestrial land. And Russia is like,
That is not true.
what is proof? We need proof. And America's like, what proof do you want? We are not believe you are go to moon. It's not like America's like, why don't you think we've been to the moon? Well, we've been monitoring surface of moon, and currently there's no fast food or slaves. So I don't think America have gone.
Beep, beep, beep.
What's wrong with this guy,
Yo,
bro?
sip up, my nigga.
What are you talking about, man? Come on, man.
Oh, shit.
American
Oh, my God.
trademarks of America not visible on moon surface. So
Ain't no KFC.
I
We'll
believe,
not know.
I believe, though, not so long ago, the Chinese went on the other side of the moon.
Did they?
Is that true?
nah, that was Michael Bay.
Yeah.
That was the Transformers. Anyway,
Let's not
the
make these good
4G race, bro.
Yo, so America won the 4G race,
Alright.
which means that it made them 500 million US dollars in their GDP annually. So you have to understand that whoever wins this, no, it's 500 billion. So whoever wins 5G is going to make 2 times that. So this is more jobs. This is a steadier economy. So that's what this whole war is about. It's not about Huawei phones. It's not about Huawei spying on people or anything like that. This is just about 5G. Because it's not just about phones. It's not about Huawei phones not being able to operate in America. It's about Huawei technology not operating in America. You see?
Now, for anyone who wants to, who's thinking, well, how does 4G and 5G grow the economy of a country? First of all, you're late for school. That's one. Some of you might be a few years late, but it's never too late. Trust me, you can do it. Grade 2 is not that far away. It's like you'll be here soon. You'll look back and we'll be on episode 200,000. You'll be like, I get. They were right. They were right. You'll be out there going like,
With your gray hairs, cobwebs in your ear.
Yo.
communication is incredibly important for
course.
a country's economy
Development.
because everything these days is based on an idea, and ideas need to be communicated.
Of course.
So if faster networks means that once we do have autonomous cars, they will be linked to whatever servers much faster and can get information in real time much faster. That makes autonomous driving much safer.
Of course.
That means more companies can have autonomous driven self-driving trucks to deliver their goods around. A self-driving truck will always get the job done better than a human being. So not only would self-driving trucks get products to their destination sooner, they would get them there safer, with no sleep time, no rest time, nothing. And then if companies are able to ship their product faster and make it reach the hands of the reseller faster, the consumer can also get that product much faster. So that consumer is able to go and do whatever it is that they wanted to do sooner than they would have done it.
And that's
Alright?
just one aspect.
That is just one
One
tiny
it's a
aspect.
small aspect.
But it's an analogy that will help you understand it.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Because as soon as you say 5G, people think you're talking about cell phones.
Yeah, it's
Way
No,
more
not
than
about
that.
it's
it's
just
not cell
communication.
phones,
It's media and communication.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, carry
It's
on.
faster. So basically, that's what it is. So communication between devices becomes seamless. So this is what 4G currently does for you. It'll take you approximately to download a 1 gig movie. It'll take you how long?
I have no
approximately.
idea.
Yeah, if you're downloading 1 gig's worth of information, how long does it usually take?
Well, to be fair, like on my current devices, if I'm downloading straight to a phone, a gig would take me about 12 minutes,
12 minutes.
12 to 15 minutes.
It has been said that downloading a 1 gig file on 5G is gonna take you less than 2 seconds.
Wow.
That's lightning fast speeds. Do you understand what that means? Seamless communication between devices. You could have a doctor in Japan performing an operation in freaking America. You know what I'm saying? Because that's how fast
Oh,
communication is going to be moving.
yes.
It's seamless.
So, that's actually incredible because
that
then you can
speaks
have,
to that,
if they're controlling the robotic arms,
No latency.
yes,
That
because
speaks
right
exactly
now,
to what I was saying earlier about how it's just one aspect. The
Yeah.
point that you were touching on
yeah, you're right.
was a tiny aspect.
That's
So
a health one.
if you think really, really hard about this, this is a lot of money that is being, wrestled over here. So
Yeah.
it in a weird and sad way of the capitalist world that we live in, it makes sense why there's so much tension between these two countries.
But America is
Imagine,
just jealous.
imagine the doctors somewhere busy doing an operation, and with 3G. No, not 3G. No, the one to 3 isn't GPRS. Remember GPRS? If they had attempted it, you remember when you'd be on Pornhub or Phone
Yo, dog.
downloading
Yo,
tiny
dog.
MP4 files.
Yo.
And it'll take so long. You
back.
lose your erection. By the time the video's done downloading. And because of the network, you couldn't preview videos. Next thing,
Fucks
you
up the
look
whole
for,
shit.
like anal. Anal, and then you play it and it's 2 guys.
Why are you gay?
Hey, you don't want to find
Oh,
yourself anywhere near Raza's search history, man. You don't even want to find.
Or
Hey,
you wait for
this was a
15
long-
minutes. You wait for 15 minutes to download a video. You're there downloading it. You're there downloading it, and it downloads, and they're just doing a blowjob the whole
Bro,
time.
but when
Why
you
did you search that? Why did you search
How?
that? You're
No, you-
wasting
when you 3 rubs away,
wasting
you're
GPRS.
getting your nut off. You 3 rubs away and it just starts buffering, bro.
What? Your nut starts buffering?
You're 3 rubs away from what, M2K?
What's wrong with you niggas?
What exactly
man?
are you talking
What's wrong
about?
with you niggas? I'm talking all these niggas. I'm not even gonna explain
Your,
myself. Y'all niggas
your
know.
memory
Y'all
of
niggas-
masturbation is a bit too vivid. You sound like you're talking about something that was happening 30 seconds ago.
And I've realized that your one hand is buffer than the other. One bicep. It looks like it goes
Yo
into
niggas,
a
yo
That's a
niggas, check your niggas' forearms. If y'all niggas forearms is uneven, then you know what that nigga get up to. He nigga be busy.
I'm so
I'm
weak.
nice.
I just
Both of them, dog.
Anyway, with that network, doctor's there. I'm operating on a patient. The patient died 1 hour ago.
Oh shit.
Busy operating. Don't worry. Don't worry. Don't worry. You're gonna live.
I've got this, I've got this taken care of. It's gonna happen.
Yo.
So that's very interesting look.
cool.
But I mean, I'll say first and foremost, he's not an expert. Before you go out there in the comments and you're like, Well, actually, what happened is
Inaccurate
that
information.
4G actually does not result in such download speeds. It's actually the invention of fiber.
Shut the fuck up,
Also,
nigga.
5G
Shut the fuck up.
will not facilitate.
Go have a
better
grape or something.
It's a
communication. It's just
dildo.
going to. Nah, if you're out there doing that, you need to like get on your phone, find out where your woman is, because someone else is
You
fucking
know,
her right now.
that's exactly what's happening to
baby.
niggas who do that.
Yeah.
That's 100% happening if you do that on the
Yeah,
internet.
bro.
Yeah.
That's exactly what's
If you
happening.
even have a woman to begin with,
Just
'cause
like-
niggas like that. How the fuck would you? How the fuck you get a woman if you're busy arguing the niggas on the internet?
What's wrong with you?
Nah, dog. It's
Go
not
do something
happening.
interesting with
That's
your
not
life.
happening.
Give your hand a break.
Flexing her brain muscles because her body doesn't have actual ones. Setting in. I mean, as far as that topic is concerned, I really think it's such, I honestly don't like bullies. And
Yeah.
for me, like, you went in deep in it, and there's a lot of theories
Pause.
around it.
Yeah.
Why are you gay?
You have to pause, my nigga.
I don't have to pause. Man. I don't have to pause.
We're talking about phones and going deep into information.
I don't care.
regarding-
I don't care if you think I'm gay. It doesn't change my sex life.
You don't sound so confident. But we'll get into
But
that
guys,
later.
listen, I have a very tiny voice. Do you know how many times I get mistaken for a woman? I'll be on the phone. Tracker calls me. We're shooting DJ PH's video earlier on. Tracker calls me. Hello, sir. Hello, sir. Well, we hear that your phone is in Soweto. I'm like, yeah. I'm driving the car. Sorry, ma'am. Are you safe, ma'am? Like, it's me driving the car. But also, I'm not a ma'am. I'm a man. And he's like, okay, sorry, ma'am. Please confirm for us your details.
Oh shit.
Is that how they do you, dog?
I am a sir. I'm not a man.
Is that how they feel?
sorry,
they're
ma'am.
attracted?
Yeah. I'm like, listen, I am not a woman. I'm a man. All right, ma'am. Happy Mother's Day in advance. like, okay, my car is stolen. Come here now. I don't like it when that happens
shit.
because for me, it's there's, I don't know. I guess I'm still just too deeply in my social conscious bag. You know,
Yeah,
as a hip hop artist, as an MC,
of course.
inequality and injustices are one of our prime, directives addressing those things. So whenever I hear of situations like this, just like this, for me, it honestly just seems like another way America is flexing their influential muscle.
Yeah.
They really love to get their way. I heard through a grapevine. It might even have been a guava tree. I don't know, but I thought it was a grapevine at the time. Never know. I heard, and it was like, Trump was trying to negotiate certain things, like they should sell America certain things at a certain price.
Yeah.
And China was like, no, fuck you.
China was like,
And
no
then
ways.
they were like, oh, fuck me. No, Trump was like, fuck me. I'll show you how to fuck me. I'll grab you by the pussy and take your company and throw it in the vagina.
Yo,
Somebody come get
Fellow
this nigga,
Americans,
man. Somebody come get this nigga.
fellow Americans, as from this end, big news.
But tell me
You'll
real
no longer be trading with China.
vagina. Cause they're ginas.
quick. Trump is gonna kill you niggas.
With what? Not
Trump
what?
is gonna kill you.
With
niggas.
What is he gonna kill us
with what? With hands that small? How is he gonna
Trump
kill
is gonna kill you
Gonna
niggas.
tweet us to
He'll
death.
never.
Yes, he'll
Is he gonna troll us?
I gotta he thinks we're riding on elephants and
will
we,
conversation you
you
niggas to
think Trump
death.
is gonna come to a shithole like Africa? That's what he said.
He will deplete your brain cells
Some of my
with his conversation.
Some of my friends
he'd
come
need
from-
to have a couple brain cells himself.
some of my friends come from Limpopo. I'll tweet him lightning. He'll see.
Sure.
They deal with them
Yo,
spiritual.
hey, Trump,
spiritual.
kombelela ubudzisa. Iron da, good TM da.
But honestly, niggas, do you think America's gonna get that off? Because China right now, China been flexing on the world, dog. If you look
Yeah,
at how the
I
moves
mean-
they've been making, they are a bit of a bully themselves.
That's true.
So-
Yeah.
I've heard people say that there's Chinese police stations in South Africa.
There's numerous.
Dude, Cyril Dean, I have seen it. Next to that China Gate like thing when you're going to Eastgate, next to the, what is that dam? There's like a young river.
The bread cable thing.
Yeah, the bread cable, where bread cable was off, right there.
I'm not sure if that's true, but I've heard there's bodies in there.
Yo, Doc, I've heard this. I have heard that too.
We're going to sleep with the fishes.
Some niggas take
Hey,
that
my
too.
friend.
Yo, my
sleep
nigga.
with the fishes.
So tell us, bro.
Yeah, the police station.
Yeah. So there's a police station there. But we were talking about China and Huawei. So, of
Yeah,
course,
it's still China.
was-
Still talking about China. There's
It's
a police
China.
station in Sittleton.
There's a police station in Seraltine.
So what I
It's
was,
Chinese
what I was
South
asking,
Africa.
just to get back to
Chinese people's police station.
Yes, sir.
That's bullying.
Best believe there's no Tim.
That's
I
bullying.
mean, in that police
I'm sorry,
station.
guys.
Listen,
Am
nigga.
I gonna go to Hong Kong? Like, arigato gozaimasu.
what is the
And get to a
reason?
police station and everyone's like, arigato. Soto. Hi. And then I'd like to speak to the superintendent, please. Like, okay. And then the Chinese man is like, okay, superintendent, Zumpa. And then a man walks out with a bone of KFC hot wings in his hanging from his mouth, and a can of beer in his hand, and a big belly. And he comes out like, school. Asiki motor school. Asiki motor school. Neke bang. Asiki motor. We are now.
Yeah, nigga.
Why do they approach the scene of a crime with silence? Anyway, carry on.
Yeah, I think
Quickly,
Kane was
let's wrap it
asking a
up.
question.
Nah, like,
Oh, yeah.
honestly, bro, like, we see what China's doing.
Mm-hmm.
You see how much they're flexing.
Mm-hmm.
You think America's gonna get that off?
I doubt it. But
Because to counter what they've done, I heard that Huawei are developing even their own operating systems now.
but is that really gonna take off? Let's be honest.
We never know, bro.
Because if they do, I mean, they can't use Instagram for one.
Mm-hmm.
They can't use Twitter. They can't use WhatsApp. They can't use Facebook. These are all American companies. American companies are not allowed to trade with China. Even the guys who make micro SD cards are no longer trading with China, bro. But here's a funny thing. Apple iPhones are assembled in China. They are made by Chinese people.
You see?
You know what I'm saying? They are made in China. That's essentially a Chinese phone.
That
And
leads
one
me
of
to
the
my
biggest
question, bro.
markets in the world that buys
America
iPhones
is made in
is
China. though.
China. Of course.
That leads me to my question. You think these niggas are gonna get this off? Doesn't look like it to me.
You
I don't
know,
think it's
my thing is, nah, I am, in as much as it doesn't look that way, for instance,
Mhm.
like you said, China's in their bag right now. Like,
Yeah.
China has the fastest growing economy.
In the world.
It has decreased their unemployment by unimaginable margins.
Mm-hmm.
They are by far the biggest exporters of anything.
Mm-hmm.
Bet you they export planets, boy. Like the solar system placed an order. And China was like, okay, sure. And then when they got swamped, China got swamped. It was just couldn't handle the demand, so they gave them Pluto.
Oh shit.
No, actually, America wanted the contracts to also export planets, and then America couldn't meet the demand, and that's how Pluto was born.
Oh shit.
And China was looking at America like, you know, you feel us in Uranus. That's why we exported a planet that has a moon that's bigger than Earth. You're out there taking a dwarf moon and calling it a planet. What? America is incredibly influential. Listen to us right now.
Hey, bro. Yo.
That's American influence.
Know what I'm saying, my nigga, be just out
Look
here,
at us.
you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
yeah, look at, like, just listen
Remember-
to what we're saying, man.
Those, you know what I mean? But, say, boy, you know they went. The stripes went into Afghanistan looking for weapons of mass destruction. We was looking there for 12 years. We never found any, but we sure killed them. I mean, like, America is the only country in the world to use a nuclear weapon on another country.
Bro.
America is also the only country in the world to start a legal war based on the perceived danger of nuclear weapons. They went into Afghan, or is it Iraq?
Both.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
Yeah,
I
they
reckon
went
that
into
then.
both, but they went into one of them specifically because
Of their
They
perception.
they
Near
might-
perception.
Yeah. Bush is out there reading books in daycare upside down, and that same guy, this is in daycare, like the president is reading books for children. Like, well, okay, now, kids. Man, what's wrong with these alphabets?
These words are funny.
Yeah. It's like, all right, and he'll puff and he'll huff and he'll blow the pigs down. No, it's not blow the pigs down, blow the pigs' houses. You're a pig's house.
Yo, Bush
I
is
think-
trash.
Yo,
Yo, Bush is trash. We'll talk about that one day. Bush is trash. We'll talk about that
All
one day.
right, so America is bullying the rest of the world because Huawei was moving too fast,
Yo.
too soon, and much faster than them. I honestly believe that it's much more than what we currently see.
Definitely.
That's my last bit on that one. I
Always
think
that
it's
way.
much more than what we currently
Yo, can I just add one thing, just a little thing?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
here's the situation.
Do it. Stack up.
Yeah.
Stack up the amount of facts that these people are going to go out at you for if they are wrong.
Giving you ammo. Come at me.
Yes.
I'm willing bulletproof here.
Come here.
Yeah. So here's the thing. I read somewhere that China is considering signing a no spying contract with America.
A no spying agreement.
No spying agreement. So what that means is, obviously, if they sign that agreement, that means America has to monitor whatever information they gather from their devices. You know what I'm saying? Whether it be cell phones, whether it be cell phone towers, you know what I'm saying, modems, whatever. You know what I'm saying? So America will have to look through that information to make sure that China is not spying on us. America will have access to that information. Essentially, America is going to be able to do what they've been wanting to do to us all along. Spy on us.
So I switch off my phone. If you call me and I'm not available, I have 2 cell phones and they're always off. Just so that you call me on one, you leave a message, but it's capped. You can only leave a 1-minute voice message.
Of course.
So you call me, you leave a 1-minute voice message, and just one. Then you call the other and you leave the rest of your message. That's proper communication. Where I
Can't
come from.
spy on you.
All right, now on to lighter things. Dumb news in M2Kan's voice. Hashtag dumb news in M2Kan's voice. What you got for us this week, brother?
A Texas man has been arrested for tickling booty holes. Decipher that.
Why are you gay?
What happened?
I'll repeat. A Texas man
What's that?
has been arrested
What's that?
for tickling buttholes
That was legitness. Yeah, it was.
and is black.
Yo,
His what?
He is a nigga.
not anymore.
Got some
That was
calamine.
legitness.
What's that?
May I disown
bro.
him?
Nah. Okay, so listen, black people have a lot to deal with. The one thing, like honestly, the odds are stacked against us. There's black people going to prison for nothing, for doing nothing.
Yo. Yo.
You out there going to prison for tickling rectums.
Well, to his credit, now he's going to have a plethora of victims to pick from.
Oh yeah, he's gonna have a lot of victims now. His victims can't run beyond 200 meters. They're all in enclosed rooms. Their rooms don't even have doors that you can't see through. It's just bars. He could be looking at the menu from his cell and just be like, yes, I'll tickle that one today and I'll save. Ooh, that man over there has a fat ass.
He be
I'll
shopping.
save that one
He
for
be
Sunday.
shopping for booties to
shit.
tickle.
He's just shopping for booty out there. He'll be in the shower with soap, looking at all of them and just be like, soap.
Slow motion matrix style.
And then he'll bend over to pick it up. And as he bends over, the resident booty rape nigga
Oh my
pulls
God.
up behind him. So it's about 1,000, yeah.
I figure my 1,000.
1,000. No, I'm 1,000. Yeah, that's ooh, I'm even afraid to say it.
You're gonna give me.
Nigga looking like he's out here somewhere.
That man put the fear of God in
Yo,
me.
I take your baby, I put him in the microwave.
It's my
Forget
level.
that
Say, give
nigga,
me the
forget
man.
that nigga. The guy from Paulsmore Prison.
What's that?
Johnny Mongrel.
Who's that?
It's
You
Johnny
know
Mongrel.
his name?
Yeah, it's Johnny Mongrel.
I went through therapy to forget that name. Thanks a lot. bro.
Okay, so I am safe because I do not know anything about that guy.
So this is why
I have sex with him.
When I tell you, just
I
like,
look him in the
yeah,
face.
I look him in the face.
I look him in the eye.
Fuck him.
And then no, I don't rape him. I'm a daughter. I'm not gay.
Yeah, and then he's like,
Oh.
he says-
Yeah, I'm a
so the
daughter.
reporter was like,
Why are you gay?
like,
No,
I'm not a gay.
gay.
I'm
I-
in
I'm a
daughter.
daughter. I'm
He's
not
a gay.
What the
I'm not
fuck?
gay.
What you
No, he's a wife. He's a
You don't know
wifey.
the guy? He's a gay.
He's a
Like,
wife. A
This
wifey.
guy says, yeah,
wifey.
wife. And he's like,
Wifey. I have sex with him.
this guy said,
Looks him in the
he's
eye,
gonna
bro.
rape you, and when he rapes you, it
you in
means
the eye.
you are gay.
What?
Do you remember the time on South Park when Cartman put his penis in Butter's mouth
Oh, yeah.
and took a picture?
Yeah.
And because Cartman said that means Butters
Butters
is
is gay.
gay.
Yeah.
So he showed it. He showed it in class, and the rest of the class was like, no.
Why are you gay?
That was legit.
Everybody, Butters is great. He's gay.
I was
Nigga.
like, nah, that's not what it is.
Yeah, bro. So yeah, Johnny go be up in the, up in your lungs. Go be
No,
up
let
in
me
your
tell
lungs.
you, man. Like, so that video scared the crap out of me. So I just like anything to stay away from prison. But anyway,
being
he bends
guarded.
over to grab the soap, and they pull up right behind him. And as they're about to grab him on the waist, because I think, logically, if you were to commit that act, you'd probably start by grabbing on the victim's waist.
Of course.
Pause.
And then this man does a Van Damme split. Slow motion. Meanwhile, he's looking straight into the eyes of his next victim. Everything that's happening, he's not taking his eyes off that lane. So when this is done, you're next. And then he slides. And as the guy bends and because that manages to not grab him, he pushes back and slides through the perpetrator's legs. Gets up, whips out his feather, spreads the guy's ass cheeks, and
And his name is John C.
See it coming?
You just got your ass tickled.
I can't figure out what's worse, getting your booty conquered or tickled. Which one would you recover the quickest from? I feel like, I don't know. I feel like imagine getting your booty tickled by another man.
I don't know. That's
Hey,
like,
but it's better.
I don't know. That's like they both suck. But that means that this guy looked at your booty and was like, man, I'm the worst thing on earth. But I'm not gonna fuck that. I don't want to.
Whips better out. It's like, nah.
Moving right along.
Yeah, let's not talk about
There's some
asses
nasty
being
niggas out
tickled
there.
and stuff.
Some
Hey.
nasty niggas, bro.
Yes.
It's time for the terrible freestyle.
Oh, yeah.
Every single week, we'll have a garbage freestyle.
Don't get in your bag
I'm gonna get in my bag. I'm gonna get in my
bag,
freestyle bag.
or drop bars.
Let me see what I got. Let me see.
Drop bars like Lightyear.
I'm looking for a beat from nope. Yay!
Nigga unveiling
it.
exclusives up in there.
Yeah. Yeah. Yay. Hey. Okay. Yeah.
Don't fuck it up.
Look, I got the juice. I got the truth.
Yeah.
I got the troops. I'm on the roof. I be the truth. I have a tooth.
Yo.
Rap in the booth. I am uncouth. You are uncool. I am the truth. I move the youth. I
Yeah.
came from nothing. I am still nothing.
Nigga, come on. Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe. Get him
Got
in.
the truth.
Hey, okay, listen. Yeah. All right. Hey, ngena ngendlovu iyangena.
Ngena.
Nansi indlovu iyangena.
Ngena.
Indlovu kaSporo mangena.
Ngena.
eSporo mangikhona ngiyangena.
Angena.
Mangena ngiyangena landela.
Angena.
Mangena ngiyangena mangena. eSporo sendlovu iyangena ngangovu iyangena ngengovu iyangena mangifika ngiyangena landela ngempela sengenile ngiphakathi.
Phakathi.
Ngena kumphakathi.
Phakathi.
Ngifike nomphakathi.
Phakathi.
Umbhebhe ngaphakathi.
Oh, shit. Oh shit! Oh shit!
What you know about these bars, nigga? You don't fuck with y'all
you
niggas
know
out
shit.
here, dog. You don't come with the sauce. You know about the bars that you got bars up in this motherfucker.
Gena nomthakathi simpepe phakathi. What you know about
What you know about that, dog? You don't know nothing about that, my nigga. You don't know nothing about bathing inside.
shit.
We be bathing inside, nigga.
Yo.
Let me tell you, right? This actually, it reminds me of something. So I was on a few days ago. First of all, big shout out to Casper. His new joint is doing,
Skur.
that music video is doing really well. I saw he brought a very nice looking lady.
Oh.
All the way, flew her over on a jet plane from America.
Fly out.
Yeah, he flied her in. He flew her in. He flowed. What's the past tense of
Flewed.
fly?
Flyed.
He flewed her in.
Yeah.
Flewed her. He flied. He flewed.
He flew the in, and it was not a fluke.
What's that?
Did not have flu.
So he flew her in. It was dope. I saw that on the gram. I was like, damn, that's nice.
Yeah, that's some
I
next level
thought,
shit, though.
I thought she was a dancer.
Yeah.
She's
but-
a real model, though.
She's definitely a big deal. But let me tell you, when I was watching that video, I was like, Cass hitting that.
You think so?
Cass is hitting that.
You sure?
I'm not sure. I'm saying when I watched the video,
That's what you felt.
I was like, God damn it, this nigga stays winning. But that's because of the, look. I'm not being completely serious, but I'm saying the chemistry between them in the video.
Yeah, it's
it,
too
it it honestly looks like something has happened,
Yeah.
and that's for me. That's why I think props to you in the sense that the video is good enough to convince me that something has happened beyond those screens. If it has happened, hey, good for them. If it hasn't happened, even better, because he achieved the vision of the video so well. That looks like that's his girl, dog. In that
Yeah.
video, umntu wakhe lowa,
Yeah.
futhi uyambona nje that uthi in the video that's his girl, and the girl's like, I don't know when these camera people are leaving because I want.
Yeah, you know?
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
I ain't gonna lie.
She
dog.
honestly
Like,
finds him attractive.
if-
You can see it, and that's what he was going for. Now, Amajita were doing all kinds of things because sneakers. No,
The salt.
fana.
Not the salt.
So.
Corner knickers will be there rolling tongue. It's like, bheka le ntwana.
Yeah.
Yeah, matikri. Fundile. Usnai.
Skinny niggas with degrees. Get
Yeah,
in their bag.
as you're passing by in your Lambo, bheka imoto yakhe inetulo eziyi-2 kuphela. Sis. Anane space.
Oh shit.
So, and then at some point, I don't remember what happened when someone tweeted him something, and he said they were asking, you know, the usual, him and AKA's beef. They were asking him why he's still so angry at the homie, and he was just like, yo man, this man swore at my mother.
Whoa.
Well,
I will never forgive that.
Wow.
So I tweeted Casper back. I was like, really? I need to listen closer. And Casper was like, yeah, he did, you know. I never wanted to bring it up on social media because, you know, social media makes everything a joke. You
Yeah.
could die on social media and people will find a meme for it to laugh. And I agree with him there. So he didn't want to bring it up because it
But did that
clearly
happen,
hits
though?
him. I don't know. I haven't.
I don't remember seeing
so,
that.
so I didn't want to ask him any further, right? For various reasons. Two of the most important ones is, one, it's something that clearly upsets him. I didn't
course.
want him to
Yeah.
keep talking about it. Two, I've got music coming out and whatnot. Now people are gonna be like, "Hey, you're trying to get a piece of some of that
Clouds.
Casper and AKA Beef Clouds." No, fuck up. I live in this country. They live in this country as well. I'm a fan of the culture. I'm a student and a creator on behalf of and for the
Yeah,
culture.
that's too much to process for
Yeah,
those brains.
Shella Buns. Sit down.
Culture, isiko lani.
Nope.
Isiko lani. Nientabeni nge-hip hop. So that's why I didn't want to take it any further with him. But but it got me thinking, right?
Yeah.
That's why I do not want to engage in beef in South Africa. Because for me, if we're doing diss tracks or battles, my man, I will pull out files. If I find out that
Nothing
the
off
man
limits.
who raised you, nothing is sacred.
Oh, yeah?
If I find out that the man who raised you is actually not your father, but
Away.
he's actually a trans man who
Away.
he was actually your aunt a long time ago, and he transitioned into a man. Good for him. But your father was actually a guava tree
Away.
that had sex with a woman. And this your current father was the guava tree's sister,
Your
and
poodle's
was so
father?
ashamed of being your mother that he decided, no, I'm not going to be his mother. I'm actually going to be his father. At least as a father, I can be absent. No one can look at this kid and say, hey, this ugly
damn.
motherfucker once sucked your tits.
Ngahamba ngothengisa inkonzo ngaphinde ngiboye.
Yes.
You'll pull
You're
that
going to
up?
hear, I'll pull that up. I'll pull it. Dog, if you and your girlfriend had a miscarriage last night, I'm talking about it.
Wow.
But that's how it is,
I am
dog.
talking
This
about
is
it.
hip hop, man.
It's hip-hop.
I will drop the diss track
This is
on the
hip-hop.
day of your daughter's funeral. I'll do that.
That's how
Yeah.
it should be, though.
That's because it's a battle. It's not a sparring session.
No. We're not
it's not
tickling each other's
jousting.
anuses here, dog.
It's not fencing.
No.
Okay?
Fencing.
Trying to
Nigga said
destroy
fencing.
you. It's like, I'm just saying, like, we're not playing tennis, motherfucker. We don't get turns. There's no rules and
There's
regulations.
no love here.
There's no love. The idea is
Yeah.
to get rid of you musically.
Of course.
There is no line for me when it comes to battle tracks or diss tracks or battles. There is nothing is sacred. There is no lines. I feel like as soon as we say that's too much, then we don't really want a battle, do we?
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Because what is too much is subjective.
Of course.
If we let it, what is too much for you isn't too much for me,
Of course.
and vice versa. So when I saw that, I was just thinking, man, like, and don't get me wrong, Cass has every right to feel however he wants. That's one. If Keenan did say whatever he said, he didn't tell me what he said, but he said he saw it his mom. If Keenan did say it on a song, and Casper is angry, Casper has every right to be angry. But me, as a rapper,
I don't think that you should be. I don't think if that's something that's said on a joint, I think that that's my problem, bro. Sorry, without cutting you off. I feel as if when it comes to beef, as you said, it's the same thing that people were saying about Drake and Pusha T.
Yeah.
That Pusha went too far.
Nah.
For me personally, I don't think Push went too far. I just feel as if he was gossiping and speculating too much.
yeah, it was petty.
You know?
Yeah, he was
But
being a little girl about it.
There's no such thing as too far when it comes to beef. No such thing. There's no such thing. There's no limits. So to me, if that happened, the thing is, that's why I feel as if that's why I feel as if we need to go back and see where that specifically happened, because I'm not sure if it happened in a joint or if it happened outside. Maybe if it happened outside of the booth, outside of the
different.
studio, then we're having a completely different discussion.
If
But
it
when-
happened outside of a battle, if it happened outside of a track, you are owed an apology, my friend,
yeah, that's true.
and you
know.
deserve it. That's it.
But when it comes to music, when you get into that realm, the beef realm, it's like
destruction.
so it's like asking somebody to fight fair with you in a bar when he pissed you off. Like, nigga, why would I do that? I am angry.
Yeah.
You pissed me off. We are now in a brawl. Anything goes. It's not a boxing.
No holds barred.
I always say, because I remember, so my uncle, right, was back home, ngasemncane, ngasePort Harcourt. My uncle was being bullied by the slam. Whenever they get drunk, you know those people who get drunk and think they're Superman's cousin.
Yep.
And they would get drunk and they would fight. Always. I remember the incident I remember being told of, the incident I remember him coming home crying. This is a grown man, by the way. He was in his mid-20s at that time. Came home crying because this man was doing it again. Malume was peeing, pushed him, he fell on a puddle of pee. He was peeing in a place where everyone pees. So, and the more he did it, and my uncle did nothing, this man assumed my uncle was scared of him. My uncle is not a fighter, but he can. So, after enduring, because today we are talking about bullies in any case, after enduring all of that, my uncle went home, took a file and a grinder, ground that shit, sharpened it, and stabbed and killed that motherfucker.
Damn.
He went to the bar. The guy started his usual shit. He's slapping him, beating him. This guy would diss and hit him.
Snap.
So I did that day. He dissed him, slapped him. My uncle pulled out his thing, stabbed him. The man died. My uncle went home, sat down, waited for police. Police came and took him. He was in court for less than 2 weeks. How do you plead guilty? And he went to prison. He was released about 2 or 3 years later after a thorough investigation and the police seeing that to some degree he was provoked
Yeah.
and also his behavior inside. He got parole. Right? When he came out, that man's family assassinated him.
Wow.
So when my uncle came back, he didn't even stay. Like, he wasn't even with us and his kids for a year, man. And they killed him. Fast forward a few years later, myself and my brother Sandile, when we're back home and we bump into that man's kids, we always end up having to fight them
Shit.
because they are mad that our uncle killed their dad. And we're like, but your uncle was bullying, your dad was bullying our uncle and was slapping him. And they're like, yeah, but our dad slapped your uncle. Why your uncle didn't have to stab him? And that's where I draw the line. You can't go to someone, do them wrong, and then say,
Dictate their reaction.
dictate their reaction and cap it, put a limit
Yeah.
on
True.
it. I mean, all I did was slap you. Why do you have to shoot me?
You can't do
Dude.
It's not slap the one next to you Tuesdays. That's not what's going on. I didn't ask you. There's no agreement.
Our threshold is not the same.
Okay, slap me and I'll slap you back. So I really feel like if it's beef, do what you gotta do musically.
Destroy the other dude.
Do it to destroy the other dude. And you know, sometimes people have their own versions of what retaliation should be, and then they'll you know, like, no, but he only slapped you. Why did you stab him? I didn't ask him to start with me.
That's true.
So even in the diss tracks, I didn't ask you to start with me. You started it. Okay, let me finish it then.
That's 100%.
And people really, really want to cap that, and I don't understand it. Now, if Cass said that to him in outside,
AKA
if AKA said that to Casper outside of a song or a battle, yo, that man has every right to feel and do whatever the fuck he likes.
Of course.
You know?
Yeah, that's true. And I think it.
By the way, I mean by that man, I mean Casper.
Yeah.
If AKA swore at Casper's mother, like Casper said, and it was not in the context of a song or a rap battle,
Yeah, then he has
Casper
every
has-
right to be
Casper
pissed.
has every
Yeah,
right
he
to
has
defend
every right
himself,
to be
retaliate, and be pissed off. That's disrespect. That's not competition.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
With
that
what
is
you
disrespect.
with what you were saying about that, I feel as if it's a combination of people in SA not really understanding beef.
Yes,
They're not really understanding hip hop,
yes,
and also not just the people of South Africa, but just hip hop culture of 2019 in
Yes.
general.
Yeah, of course. That's very
You know,
important.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me not. I'm not gonna attack our people, you know, by saying that it's only them. Who
No,
don't
it's
really
not.
understand.
Yeah.
It's not.
It's essentially the hip hop culture of today. It's very niggas are sensitive. Niggas don't really. I'm not saying Cass is sensitive. I'm just saying that niggas these days are sensitive.
The
Obviously,
nature of hip hop right
yes, the nature of hip hop. So that's why people don't really understand that. You know, I feel as if the beef that we're used to, the beef we were brought up, like put up on, is not really accepted these days.
It's gone.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm saying I will not engage in such activities now. Mind you, I am not saying that everyone else, because it seems like you and I, you guys and myself, are part of a very small group of people who share the same sentiments, which it's what anything goes.
Yeah.
We are quite the minority. So instead of trying to get the majority of people to put their moral high ground and their moral, standards aside and say this is competition and the nature of the competition is savage. Rather, don't start it with me. I won't start it with you. So much so that if someone does go at me, like, I'll do everything I can to ignore them because I don't want to half go at them back.
That's true.
Yeah.
I don't want to half step my retaliation ever.
A prime example of that is Pusha T and Drake. I don't feel like Pusha went too far. You know what I'm saying? It was a battle, and he did what he had to do to dismantle the other guy. Unfortunately, Drake still killed him. So hey,
Yeah.
But it's a sport. You know what I'm saying? You use whatever weapon you have available. You're not holding back punches. Then what are we doing?
Also, if you talking about my mother during a battle, I'm like dog, your mama jokes are the last thing I'm worried about. Like, if you hit me
Like,
with
if
my,
he said that
wait,
on
I was
the
like,
joint.
wait, that's what you, wait, that's your MO.
Bro, if he said that on
Yo,
the
mama.
joint, I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed in that reaction.
I am incredibly disappointed.
Bro, come on, man.
Yo,
Are you serious?
Oh my god.
Your mamas came through in high school when you were 16 years
my
old. though.
nigga,
We
primary school.
We used to specialize in those, bro. We used to specialize in your mama.
Yeah,
Your
when
mama.
we were childs.
Yeah.
We were childrens back then. Don't come here with this. That's just funny for me.
Yeah,
That's like, oh, is that all you got?
Now,
Really?
hopefully
come
that's. But we'll see,
Yeah.
Time will tell. Time will tell.
I find myself in two minds. If AKA did it, I really hope he did it in a track.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I really hope he didn't. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, like, dog, I'm telling you, when I read that tweet, Cass is not happy about it.
Yeah.
Like, for Cass, it's beyond rap, it's beyond the politics, it's beyond Twitter, it's personal, and I completely understand it. This is mother, I just see it differently. I mean, we have different relationships, I guess. But I'd never wish it on anyone else's mother as well,
Yeah.
Not to happen.
I think
Not
the
to
only
happen.
thing you need to take from this breakdown is that when it comes to the music, if you are beefing with me, you cannot govern my reaction.
Of course.
You cannot do that. When it comes to
No.
beef, you cannot put a cap on how I should respond, where I can go. If you feel as if you're
you're
brave
willing to
enough,
do it.
exactly.
Yeah.
If you're brave enough to step inside of that ring, that arena, then you need to take whatever's coming your way.
Of course.
Or get out of that.
Oh, and
Don't
it's
engage in
coming.
beef.
That was legitness.
Don't engage in beef. If that's what you're gonna say, then don't engage in beef.
Fuck around and diss M2Kan, and the next thing you hear is this.
His name is John C.
Don't be putting that out there. Niggas gonna think I be out there trying to kill niggas. Nah, don't do that, dog. Don't do that.
Listen,
Yo, yeah.
we got bags and bags, nigga. We got bags and bags.
Niggas got luggage. Luggage.
All right, well, that's it for this week's The Wrap Up. God damn it. It's
For
been
this,
an
this,
hour.
is,
flies
this
when you're
nigga
having
just
fun,
fucked it
yo.
up for the second time, and I'm the one without a job. What the fuck is that all about?
Yeah.
Ooh, hold on. Before we go any further,
Yeah.
What's the life?
I wanna call my diva.
Yeah, this nigga needs to stop fucking up our name. It's the wrap around. Just so y'all know, the wrap around.
The
What
wrap
did I
around?
say?
You said the wrap up.
You said the wrap up. Because you want to wrap everything up. You're so
You're lying.
tired. You want to leave. That's what
When I
you
wrap
said.
around it, you
God
don't
damn
want
it,
to
It's documentation aid. So we will see.
The Wrap Around with MarazA and Company, okay?
Oh, is that how you feel,
Oh,
my nigga?
okay.
Is that how you feel?
Yo, why do you keep going
And
at me,
team.
dog? Why don't you let this go?
MarazA and team.
All right, so we've got a show
MarazA-
called The
MarazA
Wrap
and
Around.
Co.
We've got the show called The Wrap Around Podcast, and we wanted it to be 3 presenters, myself and others. It seems we have an opening since it's just myself and August Child here. So do send your auditions and your applications to.
Did you hear that, Kane? Unfortunately, fam, my job is secure. So, yo,
No. I mean, there's nothing for this mic to pick up.
calling him Mike. How's that? Yo,
Oh, shit.
How do
man.
you block your number in iPhone?
Who knows, bro?
I
I'm boycotting
have
Apple.
no idea.
Apple are bullies, as we have
No,
discussed.
but come on.
Nah, they bullies. Niggas bullies, bro.
How, Sway?
Nah, you just saw.
You ain't got the answer, Sway.
They're on the American side. America.
It's the president saying,
Ain't
yo,
no phone
don't
in
do-
China, but we gonna bully you.
You know what's gonna happen? I feel like if they do business with Huawei, taxes are gonna go up. You know, Trump is just gonna find a way to make their life miserable.
Yeah.
So they're like, okay, cool. We don't want to do this. You're a dick, but hey,
Nah, I feel as if, to tell you the truth.
Trump is walking around Wall Street with his dick out. Like, yeah.
Guys, it's only 20 to 2 in the morning. How could this nigga be
This guy
sleeping?
be a
How
stallion?
could he possibly be sleeping,
In any
incredible.
case,
It's ridiculous. It's mind-boggling.
that's it for the weekly wrap up with
Aye.
myself, MarazA, and M2Kan as well as August Child. Before we go, over underrated.
I think Rice Krispies are super trash. Like, Rice Krispies have to be the most overrated cereal. Like, you come at me with that snap, crackle, and pop bullshit.
What's
what the fuck
that?
am I gonna do with that? Exactly. What the fuck am I gonna do with that?
What's that?
They trash, dog.
Garbage.
They trash, bro. How you feel
I
about
hate
those
those things. I love the ads though,
Yeah, the ads were crazy. They killed
Yo,
it.
the ads.
Yo,
The
the
ads kept
marketing team was
convincing
on
me.
lock.
bro.
And growing, because obviously, we grew up around like the same area, you get like,
Couldn't
you
afford
get
that shit.
cereal 3 times a year.
Makufike lo
And when
and-
you wanna eat it, the only milk available is cream or
Oh my word! You gotta
So you have-
makeshift.
My nigga, you gotta boil water first, my nigga.
Boil the water.
I even had a strategy for the shit. I'd boil
Cremora.
the water, put the cremora,
and
allow
then
the
let it cool.
Let it cool down. That probably
go
was-
in.
Notice.
And
Go
you're,
in.
and you're out there and you're thinking to yourself in English. You start thinking in English. You're like, you know what? This wife is not that bad. I did
You're
this.
watching your TV, yeah.
Okay, so Rice Krispies are overrated. What's underrated?
For me, tea. I know I'm in the
Oh, yeah.
food section. Tea is underrated, though.
Why are you gay?
You just are, ne?
You know. You niggas better
I
wear
was
some
dying
chastity
of it.
belts. You niggas better wear some chastity belts. Better be careful.
Chastity belt.
What's that?
Bend over.
What's
Bend
that?
over too close to
What's
me,
that?
nigga. You gonna get this work.
Oh shit.
Okay.
It's a
That's hashtag over underrated. Hashtag over underrated. Tell us what's overrated and underrated for you this week.
do let us know.
What's yours?
Yo man. For me, we're gonna go into music now. I feel like Pusha T is overrated. That guy's trash. That's just my personal opinion.
Ooh, trash, nigga.
I don't like him.
Why are you gay?
Nigga said trash,
I don't like
bro.
him. I only like that one song you played for me today. That was the first time I was listening to a
Nah,
Pusha T
Pusha T
thing, and I
is
was
hard
like,
though.
yeah,
I'm not gonna say he's trash, but I agree with you with the overrated part. Maybe might be a little bit overrated.
In all honesty, I honestly think you're right. I
Trash?
yeah.
No, overrated.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I
do think
really
it's
I really
overrated.
feel like he's overrated, man. Like I don't like
I mean,
him. I
especially
don't
of late, like I don't
Yeah.
like this. Then you send and listen to him. His child was there, and he was nowhere. Child went to soccer practice without you, Dad. Where were you, nigga? Your wife told me that you don't love her anymore.
Fuck's sake.
Gossip ass nigga.
Gossip ass nigga. You were chilling with Drake's wife, and you're like, yo.
Oh, so shut down, you go. That's
Pull down your dress, honey.
Yo.
Shit.
Is that what the P stands for?
Nigga needs to get the fuck out.
Ah,
Pusha T.
shit.
That gossip girl bullshit.
Pusha, pull down your dress.
The
Pull
T
down your
stands for
dress,
trans.
Nah,
Pusha
just needs to relax.
transgender.
We don't like you, Pusha T.
Nah, push for me is a little bit overrated. I won't say it's trash.
Nah, he's not trash.
The hate,
He's not. And
the
and the thing is,
non-hater in me doesn't allow me to agree
Yeah.
with that, bro.
you know,
Like,
there's,
Yeah, it's my
there's
opinion,
Pusha T
this-
verses that still send chills down my spine, you know?
Yeah.
But-
It's very few and far in between.
Yeah, true.
Mm-hmm.
Over underrated?
I'm gonna go into music again. I think Azar Rashad is underrated.
Isaiah Rashad.
Yeah.
TDE.
Top dog.
I think
TDE.
he really disappointed me, man. The Moon's Tirade. Is it the Moon's Tirade? The Sun's
Yeah,
Tirade.
Sun's tirade. Yeah.
Sun's Tirade is his latest offering, right?
Yeah, after Sylvia
And that's-
Demo.
that's
After
a
Sylvia
while ago.
demo was hella nice,
Sylvia
but the
demo was a
Sun's
classic.
Tirade, I'm not sure, man. It wasn't bad. It was just okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was very underwhelming, you know?
Sylvia
Very
demo was crazy,
Ooh,
bro.
Sylvia Demo.
That was
one of
hella
my
nice.
Favorite EPs of all time.
It was a beautiful album, but
Yeah.
this the son's tired. I'm not sure, bro. Like so, when it comes to, I think he's where he should be.
Nah, I don't think so.
I think he's where he
I feel like
be.
he should be much, much higher than where he is right now. But the problem is, people just compare him to Kendrick and J Rock, and because he comes from TDE,
That's
which
true.
which I feel like is unfair because he's his own artist. You know what I'm saying? He's got his own different story to tell, and the pressure that is put under. You know what I'm saying? He's just compared to other artists in the stable, which is unfair to him. I feel.
Yeah.
You know, because as a standalone artist, I mean, you listen to Sylvia Demo, Heavenly Father. That was a beautiful song. He had quite a few beautiful records there.
All right, we're almost out of time. My overrated for this week is English.
How?
I think speaking English is overrated, and because we live in a country that has 10 other official languages. As a South African, you have every right to speak the language that you want to speak.
Clean.
And
Unapologetically.
unapologetically, especially in like radio interviews, TV interviews, unless they ask you to do it and for the reasons of their specific market, it's fine. I'm actually a lot more comfortable switching to English to speak to a guy who is Venda.
Yeah.
Because in as much as I know quite a lot of South African languages, Venda,
Not
Yo,
very
Balanta.
strong.
yeah,
Not very strong there.
and
Yeah, it's
So-
not very
It wins
strong.
and
I feel
Venda.
better. I feel better myself and a Venda guy switching to English to
Yeah.
speak to them,
Yeah, so that we can communicate.
so that we can
clearer.
communicate, and less about me switching to English so that a white South African can understand me. And my problem with that is the large majority of white South Africa does not make the attempt.
That's
to
why
reach
I
out.
get so
Yeah.
pissed off at people who serenade white people, white South Africans who can speak the language. Like those niggas.
It's
are
not.
Yeah,
it's
not
not an
something to be
incredible
proud of.
achievement.
It's not an
You
incredible.
should, be
be
able to do
speak.
it.
Yeah.
If
You
you,
should
are
because
a
you're a
white
South
man,
African.
if
You
you
are
are a
in
white
South
man
Africa.
who lives in the Eastern Cape, you should be able to speak his close.
You should.
If you are a white man who lives in Johannesburg, you should be able to speak Sotho, you should be able to speak Tswana.
Of course.
That's
Yeah.
something you should not be proud of. I feel as if, we need to wake up in that
Yeah.
that realm.
Yeah.
You don't
That
need to
is-
serenade people
That's
like that.
when white South Africa says white privilege doesn't exist, it just shows how narrow-minded some of them are.
Yeah.
And personally, a white South African who says white privilege does not exist is honestly an unwitting racist, because
Yeah.
if you are not able to put yourself in the shoes
Of your
of another
compatriot.
human being.
Your compatriot.
Exactly. Because I know you can put yourself in the shoes of your friend next door, when
Yeah.
you're trying to understand where he's coming from. So why wouldn't you put yourself in the shoes of a black man? Because he's a black man, I guess. Because you cannot tell me that you, growing up from 0 to 60 in a country with 11 languages, you
speak
only
two
speaking
or
one, and you only having to speak one, and you finding all manner of success with just that one language, when the majority of your countrymen need to speak at least 2 languages in order for them to become anything in life. You cannot tell me that convenience is not white privilege.
Hallelujah.
And they don't understand. I think when you say white privilege, you're talking about actual money. She's like, well, I'm not rich, so I don't have white privilege. I'm like, bitch, the fact that you are speaking to me in your mother tongue and I am speaking to you in your mother tongue is privilege. That is privilege. So that's what's overrated for me, speaking English.
Underrated?
And
What you
then
think?
underrated. For my underrated this week, MT.
Shout out.
I think
The hustler.
Shout
MT
out.
the hustler. I really feel like I really feel like South Africa has not, and the world has not fully heard what my brother Mthembe Ndevu is capable of, and I really can't wait. However good you think he is, he's better.
I don't agree with that because you know him a lot more than I do.
Yes.
When it comes to MT, I've always felt as if he's one of the best artists to ever come out of this country, as you all have heard.
Yeah.
Numerous hit singles,
Yeah.
numerous dope. I think I don't know how I would phrase this, but let me just say side joints that don't really pop off in the mainstream,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
in the streets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Amongst your niggas, he's got a lot of dope joints that people know of and fuck with.
Yeah.
So for me, I don't think he's underrated, but I don't know him as well as you do. I don't know
That's
the
true.
potential that he has. I don't know what he has to offer.
I
And
I
now
think
that he's
I think MT got a lot of respect, and I think he's lost some of it. Looking at present, he's lost some of it. But what I'm basically saying is, even though a lot of people appreciate MT,
yeah,
they actually
They've seen a
don't.
fraction.
They've only seen so much, and that's why I think he's underrated. Because
Yeah.
even though people do appreciate him, there's actually so much more of him to appreciate, and I can't wait for them to
time
see
will
it.
tell. Time will
Yeah.
tell.
That's it. We gotta wrap it up right now. It is the weekly
Yeah.
wrap around.
Oh, final fuck. You finally got it right. Fuck's sake.
Oh.
Send us your comments. Hashtag the wrap around. And of course, give us your over underrated. Hashtag over underrated for the week. And we'll get you and answer those on social media as well. What's your social media handle?
M2Kan3. All social media, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter.
August Child SA, all socials.
At MarazA MC everywhere. Dionysus Media, the weekly wrap around. It's not the weekly wrap around, it is the wrap around every single week. Catch us next week, Tuesday. Thank you for listening. Episode 1, episode 2 is coming very soon.
That was legitness. Yeah.
Yeah, Philip.
Ladies and gentlemen, here it is, the most listened.